Right at the beginning of this course, I was interested in how the body could become an art object, a medium. Through unusual body postures, I intentionally tried to hide my face, limbs, and body parts from the camera lens in an attempt to hide my identity. By rethinking and reconstructing the body's restrictions, I resulted in creating surreal and unearthly positions that therefore challenged the perception of the real. What one could see was depersonalized in uncommon forms that no longer reminded of the human body itself. I experimented with merging these new art objects into different environments, both exterior and interior. Slowly, I felt that the stronger pieces were the ones that the body started responding to the surrounding objects and environment. This time, the body didn't remain passive, lying on the floor or leaning somewhere. Instead, the body appeared holding, connecting, and interacting and responding with or to other objects. So actions are taking place. These particular objects vary in sizes and quality. I like to work with found objects, which draw my attention. Sometimes I use them as they are, and sometimes I transform the material by changing either its shape or color, removing their initial function and giving them a different one, the function of an art object. In my research paper, my keen interest laid upon the importance of participation of human beings into a project, an event, a social happening, the state of a counter, as Bourdieu characteristically quotes. Therefore, I have tried to exemplify this by talking about two bicommunal projects which took place both in Cyprus and in Israel. The final pieces in both examples, the origamis and the metal sculptures, were the social agents that provided a platform on which conversation could take place. The moments of great importance were the ones that the beings responded and interacted with each other, and finally worked together towards a particular happening. As the British socioanthropologist Alfred Gell highlights, art can blend perfectly with the social anthropology of person. It can become the motive which mediates social agent between people and objects, and people among them via the objects. Soon enough, I began questioning not only the idea that a human can transform into an object, but alongside the idea that an object, a thing, can transform into a being. I feel that one cannot exist without the other. By a quick look at the earliest work, I realized that both body object and object, in this case the wire, wouldn't exist if the interaction wouldn't take place. There wouldn't be any event to take place. Both objects, in this particular case, embody some qualities, strengths, and energy. They are transformed from things into beings. In his book, Being and Time, Martin Heidegger explains that being is the most universal and the emptiest concept. To conceive the wire as a living being, we must take into consideration that another being was involved in the active process of performance. By integrating the above ideas with the interaction and response of the mediums, I'm heading towards the creation of a potential performativity sculpture, creating both photographic artwork and video performances that depict this particular interaction. By observing the qualities of the objects and their interaction, I'm provoking new surrealistic and playful spaces where sculptures are being created. The sculpture is developed during the process. Problems are appearing throughout this process where I need to find the solutions. The realization of the process is important to me, to accept the qualities of an object or a struggle that appears and exploring the possibilities that arise. Two qualities that I pointed out from the procedure were balance and tension. The body becomes the link that is responsible to keep other objects in balance. However, soon enough, the body can't handle the weight, it gets tired, and finally it lets go. In all my pieces, I'm trying to push the boundaries of myself and challenge my body's restriction. That is the reason why tension is quite obvious. The performances vary in duration. Some of them last for 4 to 5 minutes, and others more than 10 minutes. The duration of sculptures are changing every minute according to the physical condition and my own concentration. I would say that the nature of sculpture is working with volumes. Isn't this what life is? Building up, failing, trying again, engaging, growing.